What's up, party people? Once again, it's your boy Brian, and once again, I'm having trouble with some lens flare from the overhead light, so once again, we will be filming in the dark. There was an article in the Times the other day about Pope Francis's favorite painting, and it was The Calling of St. Matthew by Caravaggio. If you squint, this kind of looks like a Caravaggio. No, it doesn't. Anyway, we got some 93 Upper Deck. This is one of my favorite sets. The photography in this is just absolutely gorgeous. If I can get the frickin' pack open, it would be very, very, very nice. Okay, let's see what we got. We've got Todd Froworth, and that is just a great shot of the submarine delivery. And there's another one, on the back. I remember in Moneyball, they talked about Chad Bradford practically scraping his knuckles on the mound when he delivered that submarine pitch. And you really get a sense of that with that Froworth card. One of my all-time favorite Mets, a member of the greatest infield ever, John Olerud. I think we've discussed, had the second highest average in the history of the Mets at 354 in 97, 98. Just a really great player. For a second, I thought this was Kerry Wood. It is not. It is Kerry Wood's son. Kerry Woodson. All right, we've got the Gary Sheffield double exposure from his days as a third baseman. That's a very cool card. I like that one. My hometown hero, Walt Weiss. Looks like he is much too late to tag out this base runner. I can't tell who that is. I'm guessing he's a Royal and his last name begins with an S. I will have the answer for you in the next video. Here we have the Texas Rangers Latin Stars. We got Juan Gonzalez, we got Pudge, we got Palmeiro, we got Jose, and we got, Juan, Jose, Pudge, and Palmeiro. All right. This is an odd shot of Kevin Brown because it looks like he's delivering a pitch and the second baseman is standing 1 inch from him. I think this is probably just because there's a telephoto lens and it's sort of foreshortened, but I assume he's not. Oh, hey, check it out. It's a Mike Piazza rookie. How about that? Well, that's great. We got an Olerud and a Piazza, two of the best 99 Mets. I'm very, very excited. There's a low angle Kurt Miller. Kurt Miller looks like he's 400 feet tall and covered in 14 karat gold. We got a Frank Tanana. Nothing really special about this. I guess sort of lonely on the mound in his Detroit Tigers uniform. Kevin Costner is Billy Chappell in For the Love of the Game. Something like that, maybe. Hall of Famer Ryne Sandberg looks like he's jumping 50 feet in the air over the ivy into the bleachers to get a beer. Tony Pena, great defensive catcher. Looks like he's sliding in at Yankee Stadium there, sliding into third. Oral. Another Gary Carter in his last year. I can't tell who the base runner with the Giants is, but that guy is out. You better believe it. Here's Kyle Abbott running around with a trash can. Good for him, doing his part to keep America clean. Also looks like it's Wrigley Field. Pedro Estacio, who later pitched with the Rockies and the Mets. And finally, Bob Wickman, a young Bob Wickman. Wickman later became much fatter. However, he never regrew the missing finger on his hand. He had 9 fingers, like Frodo Baggins. He lost one in some kind of farming accident as a child. So that was pretty neat. That was a neat pack of 93 Upper Deck. All right, I'm going to try to make it out to the Ducks game tomorrow morning. Wish me luck.